I don't get
These
it.
guys have some really interesting names.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I should refer to him as Gilbert or Gooner.
Let's keep it Gilbert and Arman here. I don't get it, bro. All right.
Gilbert already starting off with the first punches.
Both middleweight fighters. This is first undercard of the night.
Definitely seems to be a lot more of a high-paced match than the starter. They're throwing a lot more combinations. Arman seeming to be a bit on the back foot along with Gilbert. Nobody seems to really be pushing the aggression too much, although I would say Arman slightly has the edge in that.
Keep it a buck. Gilbert's been putting in the work.
Simultaneous hit.
Gilbert's been putting in the work in terms of training. Arman, good head movement, but
Arman getting a bit outlanded here and a big uppercut.
Gilbert finding his timing and distance, landing some massive combinations on Arman here.
Arman struggling to get his head movement down, seemingly caught with every single punch that Gilbert's throwing at him, from what it looks like.
Gilbert's head is pretty fat with the afro, so no.
You're telling me.
Arman, both fighters.
Oh, Arman getting a good combination down. Gilbert, I don't know why Arman went to grab there. I think he went to grab.
Arman likes to clench. He does play in the clench, so you'll see a lot of it in this fight here.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of when.
Like that too much. Gilbert landing some good power jabs, but it does seem to be relatively even match. Nobody seeming to have the edge, although Gilbert getting caught with another couple of punches. And then
Arman pretty low here. 30 seconds left in the first round. Both fighters are building up their stun meter here. We're bound to see a stun now. It's a matter of who can land the shot, though. Good head movement from both fighters.
Some body shots and head shots, although Gilbert gets caught with a nasty left hook on his way in.
15 seconds left in the first round. Arman very dangerously close to a stun here.
To push the aggression, Gilbert nearly at a stun point. Is Arman going to push the aggression, take the round?
5 seconds left. Can we find a stun? Both fighters slug in 1 second and no stun in the first round.
I will say, I think Arman might have taken that. It looked like he outlanded Gilbert ever so slightly, but that could be a
10-10, 10-9. 10-10, 10-9. I see that. Moving into the second round here. Both fighters still
throwing a huge uppercut and getting countered with a jab. Not a good start.
Uppercuts go, my boy. Throw them uppercuts.
Arman's head movement is starting to get a bit more on time, and he's starting to land his combinations a bit more at will. Although Gilbert does have a good jab, it doesn't look like he's fighting his rhythm yet.
Seems like Gilbert's starting to play on the back foot a bit here.
Yeah.
Arman in the center of the ring. Gilbert forced against the ropes, forced to clench. Arman just starting to put on the pressure. Gilbert very low here. The corner is not where you want to be.
And then he could be getting caught with an uppercut, although Arman seemed to be getting a little bit greedy with it.
Arman
moving his head.
doesn't want to get too greedy here, taking his time. A minute left in the second round. Gilbert still very low to a knockdown here, but playing the head movement very well, Arman.
Good uppercuts.
Both fighters putting in the head movement here.
I think,
Gilbert stunned in the corner and he's knocked down by an uppercut. He's knocked down by an uppercut in the second round.
With 40 seconds to go, can Gilbert survive this round? It looks like he's getting completely outclassed in terms
he needs to find his distance. He's just can't find his hook. Arman starting to see the good head movement coming from Arman now.
Arman seems to really just have this in the bag. I mean, I don't know how much he trained, but this guy seems to have... Oh, and he gets caught with a nice power jab there from Gilbert. Gilbert's afro could be causing...
Yo!
Like he's getting caught
10 seconds left in the second round. The afro knocked down once.
It seems like they're going to keep their distance for these last couple of seconds, not really throwing anything too significant.
Starting off with a banger, moving into the halfway mark of our undercard, our first undercard of the night. What do you think so far on both performances of both these fighters here? Middleweight fighters too.
I mean, these middleweight fighters, they have a lot of speed, they have a lot of skill. Their head movement seems to be on another world, although I will say that Arman clearly seems to be the one that's a little bit more well-rounded.
More dominant.
Definitely. I think he had a 10-9 round in that first one.
Still in the center of the ring here. Gilbert's forced against the ropes majority of the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 30 seconds in.
Trying to come in on the front front foot, getting caught with now a right hook.
breaking the guard with the jab. I don't know if you saw that, but
That was a pretty good punch. And now they're trying to land dual exchanges. Gilbert trying to keep his head movement there, but again, I just don't
in
know
for
if
another
he's gonna be able to
clinch.
win.
Minute left in the third round here. Approaching the halfway mark.
Once again, Arman seemingly have the left hook of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. He keeps
Yeah.
hitting him in the face with that, and Gilbert has no
Gilbert
answer for
starting
that left
no
hook.
Gilbert starting to find his timing here, catching him with a nice uppercut.
Some good uppercuts. Although
Starting to
Gilbert's
utilize-
punches don't exactly seem to be the strongest. The guard seems to really be breaking through a lot of these punches. I don't know if that's because Arman has a lot of power in his hands or because Gilbert hasn't trained his guard enough.
Now I'm not sure if Gilbert's even max. I'm gonna be honest with you. He did send something earlier about having about 6 hours to max out his build. It wasn't looking hot at that time, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know,
Starting to
a
pick it
max
up here
build
now.
can really make a difference. I mean, as you saw within my fight, I would
Gilbert
get-
really low now again. But yeah, no. Gilbert
Oh,
can probably get knocked down here. 30 seconds left, and he's down by a hook!
Another down in the opposite corner now. He's just gonna be lying all over
Brother, he needs to get away from the corner. I don't get it. Gilbert's starting to try to pick up the pace here, but unfortunately Arman's just controlling the fight.
Gilbert is completely outclassed here. I mean, I don't know
What can he possibly do? Like, I don't see any damage coming from his shots. It's just...
I mean, it really just seems to be a case of Garcia versus Haney.
I don't...
The guy with the left hook. I don't know what
That
to do.
is
He's
true.
trained hard, but it just doesn't seem like he has that dynamite in his hands.
No, that is true. That is true. Gilbert needs to find something in the second half of this fight here. I don't know if we could see it go the full distance unless Gilbert somehow just locks in.
I think his best bet as of right now is from what it looks like he's not going to be able to get a knockout easily. He can't just go in, slug it out, and go punch for punch. He's not Terrence Crawford. He's not anybody like that. So what he needs to do, in my opinion, is remain on the back foot. And
Remain on the
focus
back foot.
countering.
Yep. Can't go into the corner either. He needs to play around the ring. Arman's just flat-footed in the middle right now. He just needs to...
Although
Arman
caught with a
getting
lot
pretty
of
low
shots
here.
now.
Seems like he's on the ropes now, and he's forced for the clinch.
Forced to clinch. Arman could be getting knocked down if Gilbert plays this correctly.
Nice power jab coming from Gilbert. A little more than he's down.
Come on, Gilbert.
Forced to clinch again. Arman is so low here. And he's down by an uppercut. He's down by an uppercut.
Now
Gilbert finding
his rhythm.
rhythm is picking it up. Don't ping me, he says. Gilbert picking up the pace here. A minute left in the fourth round. Arman.
Seemingly finding a second wind and being able to land those punches. I stand completely corrected. Don't fight off the back.
Arman low again. He's pressuring. Arman cannot get caught here.
Getting completely
Forced to clinch again.
Clinch for a third time.
Gilbert cannot get too greedy here, though. Arman catches him with a nice counter.
Shots.
Arman somehow finds
Arman clinching once again.
in for the clinch
Gilbert,
again.
although seems to
Gilbert
have to go a little bit on the back foot as both of these men are starting to
needs to be careful with that hook, though.
If Gilbert can just find the timing on that left hook and then land it right after he throws it, that's going to be a devastating
He
shot
needs to
win.
set it up with like an uppercut or something. I don't get it, because 10 seconds left in the fourth round. Both fighters are low. Arman clenched, trying to close the distance. Gilbert forced against the ropes in the corner again where he should not be, dashing away.
Good dodge on his end. He managed to circle.
Good way to close off the fifth. Good way to close off the fourth round for Gilbert here. Getting a knockdown, finding a miracle into the fifth round here. Both fighters seem to be both on par with one another as stamina.
Oh wow, good head movement from Gilbert, managing to evade that hook finally, seemingly finding his ability to dodge it. I mean, I'll give him more credit than Devin Haney. Oh.
Yeah.
Although he does seem to get caught with a nasty jab there, both fighters are going toe-to-toe now. And honestly, despite Gilbert...
Arman draining his stamina, forced to clench again. Arman is getting a bit greedy here. He could get countered by Gilbert. The stamina maintenance is starting to drain.
Gilbert could be the type of fighter that does well in the later rounds with lower stamina.
Lower round, later stamina, plus 2 knockdowns. He is starting to put in the work. He knows something is on the line now.
Gilbert needs to either take both of these rounds convincingly and avoid getting stunned.
Minute left here.
Clinches right now because
There it is, the clench. Gilbert, I'm down again though. Arman catching him with the hook again, but Gilbert up again. 3 knockdowns coming from Arman.
Gilbert seemed to be breaking down Arman as soon as he pressured him, but the thing is that Gilbert has to have his head movement on point when he goes to infight.
There it is again.
That Arman's power is
There it is again, the hook again. And he's forced to go on the ropes again into the corner where he does not want to be. And he's down again. And that wraps it, Arman sealing the deal.